Hello. Isaiah, I'm doing good. What about you? Yeah. I was stuck with something, so I needed to run quick and finish it up before coming online. All right. So it's a wonderful weekend once again, and we are here to share, uh, at least have some insightful discussion on how you can secure yourself a teaching job in the US. So if it's your first time seeing me on your screen, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm almost all on all of the popular social media platforms. I'm on TikTok. I am on YouTube, Instagram, and Telegram as well. So if this is your first time, kindly do that. How did you do interview for IAG? Okay. All right. Let's hold on. So kindly share the link. Lots of people would be interested in this topic that we share here all the time. Let others join in. Okay. All right. So keep on sharing. Let me set up my TikTok and see if everything is okay. Okay, I think this TikTok. All right. So at the moment, I'm live on all the socials that I mentioned, and I'm very happy. Most of our followers are getting principal interviews. Others are still waiting patiently to get one or two, or even some of them. So if you haven't gotten yourself a principal interview yet, keep on praying and make sure you are putting in lots of the work, especially in direct hiring processes. So as I said, now and then every Saturday I'll be mentioning or I'll be touching on direct hiring. I want us to do that. I told you the other day that someone had applied to 100 schools before he landed himself a job. So yes, it is possible, and the most hindrance is because most of us don't have teaching license from the US. You may be in a application pool where others from the US may be taking the lead. Okay, so I also advise that if it is possible for you to follow through the acquisition of a teaching license of any state in the US, kindly do so. All right. I know the process is somehow cumbersome, but if you stay consistent and disciplined, you can do it. That's all the teaching in the US application procedure is: resilience and following through, persistent resilience, and making sure that you provide anything that is requested of you. It is that simple, but many people think it is impossible. Let's say you take South Carolina, for example. If you want to acquire a teaching license from South Carolina, what are the requirements? Go to their website, the certification body that gives teaching certificate in South Carolina. Just go to their website, read the requirements. How can you acquire these requirements? I know South Carolina may get you a provisional license if you have a social security number. They can also get you a professional teaching license if you pass Praxis. So all these are some of the requirements. No, now you may want to do your own research and find out states that can reciprocate your local teaching license into getting theirs. What I mean is there are certain states that may accept the Ghanaian teaching license, the Nigerian teaching license, the Kenyan teaching license, and they'll give you a provisional teaching license from their state so that you can apply for jobs with it. So it's all about research, okay? We are doing our best to get you the information, but you should also do your part by also researching. That's the only way you can just sail through the process with ease, okay? We just want to rely on these J1 sponsors who are being scrambled with lots of applications from all over the world. Remember, it's not only Ghanaians that are vying to teach in the US. We have Jamaicans, we have other African countries that are from the Anglophone sections, okay? And even people from Germany are coming. So don't sit tight in your corner waiting for the J1 sponsors to reach out to you. They have lots of applications, and at this time it will take grace, okay? So if you want to sew in faster, go the direct hiring route. Some may require you to get the teaching license, others may give you the sponsorship. When you get into the US, they will help you secure the required license that they want. So that is it. Put in much effort. All right. So let me go to. All right, people are still joining in. Guys, let's keep on sharing. Okay, I think most IAG partner schools are considering the complexities of H1B, and they are wanting more people to go for the yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is very true, very very true. So I had about three people who were on H1B ready for hiring, and I think some days ago Sergio sent an email that if you want to be considered for J1, you can also switch or have these dual ready for hire status. So now they are switching, but H1B is not a small process. Now let me enlighten you. Okay, so for those who have heard about the downside of J1, that it has a 212E rule, you have to go back to your country after the 3 to 5 years, and I are scared of that. So you guys are trying to opt for H1B. Let me tell you, if you are going for J1 visa, okay, the processing may take you for 3 to 6 months. That is quick. That is very much assured if you get a job offer. All right. Some are even 2 months. A friend of mine in Wisconsin got everything in 2 months. He had a job offer in October, I think in August. Latest by October, he was in the US. When I was leaving Ghana, we were chatting about him not being able to get a job offer. By the time I got here in July, the following month, he had a job offer, and in October he started working. So that was almost 2 months or 3 months. Yeah, 2 months. Okay. So if you are desperate to travel for a foreign teaching experience, J1 is the best route. All right. But if you think going back home, let's say going back home, there are ways around it though. But if you think going back home it's a problem for you and you want the more secured version of a visa like the H1B, you can go to the H1B route. And H1B is a complex thing. It can take you for 6 to 1 year, 6 months to 1 year. That is the time period, and it is very frustrating, very very frustrating. So you go through a lot of process. You'll be handled by an immigration attorney. There are certain things you cannot fill by yourself, okay? So you need a lawyer, and fortunately the school district usually hire lawyers for this assignment. So that is how it is. So if you still want that, there is nothing else you can say to convince you. All right, so that is it. All right, so let's start. So my name is Yao Wache Abre, and a Ghanaian teacher here in South Carolina in the US. I came with a program that I am always passionate sharing information about. So that is the reason why I came up with all these social handles or social media platforms in order to preach about this wonderful program. And what is this wonderful program about? So it's a cultural exchange program, as the name goes, cultural and exchange program. So the US government for some time now have been bringing in foreign teachers, not limited to teachers alone, but because I'm a teacher, I'll be teacher by heart, definitely. So they bring in foreign teachers. The foreign teachers may spend 3 to 5 years in this country while they are sharing their indigenous culture with the US, especially the students in the classroom. So that is it. So under this program, you'll be given a J1 visa. You come here, you spend your 3 years. If you think you can go for an extension, your principal, in addition with the school district, may get you an extension from the sponsors. So that is it. So if you haven't subscribed to any of my channel, or if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I plead with you, kindly subscribe. That is the only motivation or the fuel behind what we do over here. There is no payment from anywhere. We just sacrifice that we're going to be here every Saturday, help you out. If you have any questions, at least we have a conversation about this wonderful program so that you can also know your left, you can know your left from your right. Good. All right, so that's what we do over here. So let's begin. All right, so today I just want to reiterate on the direct hiring. I'm always going to say that until we get to around April thereabout. For April, most of you might have gotten their job offers, and they are prepping for their DS 2019 and also prepping for DS 160. All right, I heard someone from Faces has been to the embassy for their visa interview. Faces has acted very, very fast because they think interview dates is becoming a problem in Ghana at the moment. And thanks to the NDC government, I don't know what they did. We are having some challenges on the US embassy's portal, that is the AVIT, okay? And from the day that Honorable Oku Jato Ablakwa came out with a communique that was urging the embassies and ambassadors and all that foreign representatives in our country, telling them that our nationals are going through hell to secure visa to travel to their country. Some things have changed. I'm not so sure. I have no factual evidence to tell you that it was because of that communique that the US embassy portal or website had received some changes. But my common sense will tell me that it is because of that. So there has been some good news on the portal for now. There were no dates for appointment, okay? After the communique from Okujata Blaka, I think for 2 or 3 days, we started seeing some opening dates. So who else can we apportion the glory to? The NDC government. And we thank you so much. All right. I don't like doing politics, but this one day, I'm sure that's what they did and it has really worked. All right. So if you have any question, kindly drop in the comment section. I have some new people in the comment section that may also need help. So we just touch on one or two things. It's always going to be about direct hiring at this point. Okay. So School Spring has a lot of openings from several districts. School Spring and Simply Hired. So Isaiah was telling me the other time that there were these two Nigerians who have gotten principal interviews from is it Halifax School District? Isaiah, how did the interview go? Did they pass through it? How was the feedback? Are they waiting for their job offer? Let me know the feedback. So at this point, there is nothing else I can encourage you to do other than the the direct hiring. Okay, Isaiah, I just sent me email to people who choose the H1B option during the week to also indicate their interest. Yeah. They created a WhatsApp group and over 600 are on the group ready for hiring. Yeah. What's the difference between H1B and J1 visa? Ivan Sata, I just explained it. Did you join it late? All right. So quickly, these two visas are non-immigrant visas. When you say non-immigrant visas, it means you have no intentions of staying in the US after that temporal stay. All right. So for J1 visa, you are an exchange person or exchange visitor. So you come in here with that non-immigrant visa, but yours, it has a rule attached to it. The rule is called 212E rule. and the rule is on the rule is about, for J1 visa, you are supposed to go back to that is the formal requirement. You're supposed to go back to your country, okay, after 3 to 5 years staying in this country. All right. And as I always say, there are other ways or other opportunities after that 3 to 5 years that you may not even want to go back to your home country. I have a lot of people who are on H1B right now. They spend their 5 years on J1 and later switched to H1B. So it is possible to move from J1 to H1B. Now let's go to H1B. For H1B, there is no 212E rule. You may be given a 3 years continuous visa, okay, to stay in the US. You may also be given 1 year renewable visa, still under H1B. But these two, H1B and J1 visa, are all non-immigrant. It means you are not a green card holder or a permanent resident. Anything can happen. They can tell you to go back home. That's it. So for the H1B, the downside, remember I told you the downside of J1 visa. Even it's not a downside, it's a conduit for another opportunity, okay? So the downside for H1B is your spouse cannot work. If you have a child who is in high school, let's say from 15 to 19 or 20, he too cannot work. They'll have to wander around this country without working. That's the downside of H1B. So if you think the H1B has no home return rule or home rule in it, so you opt for that. That is the biggest downside. Your partner cannot work. If you're going to stay on it for 3 years, your wife, your husband may not work for those years. Do you like that? I don't think so. So why don't you go in for the J1 visa? Your wife can do any work, your husband can do any work, your children can also do any work that they desire, provided they qualify. So after the J1 visa, then you look for job offers and they will sponsor you H1. By that time, you'll be in the country, so it will be much easier to switch. So J1 to H1B is possible, much easier. But if you come in with H1B, yes, it may be easier to switch to a green card. But look at these years. If you're going to stay on H1B for 3 years, and even after the 3 years, assurance of your school district sponsoring you with a green card isn't so obvious. Why would you want to risk that? So for H1B, I advise people, when all hope is lost, go for H1B. It is the best after you have been rejected by any J1 sponsor. So that is it. So that's the difference. Evans Arthur, right? All right. So the next, in my opinion, I think most IAG partner schools are okay. I've already read that. What's the difference, Mr. Abri? I know you are on J1 presently. The reason why some of us are eyeing the H1B is the complexity of switching from J1 to H1B. While it is not complex, Isaiah. My senior Mr. O switched it easily. All you need is a job offer from any school that is willing to sponsor you with H1B. It is not difficult at all. So what they do is, let me tell you the reason why it's not difficult. One, you have a social security already, okay? You are working. All right. And yours is to look for school district that is ready to sponsor you with H1B. My seniors, some of the people I know, or my predecessors, okay, what they did is they were given the H1B, they were given a job offer, and they had an ultimatum of 1 year to write the Praxis to fill in with the exam requirements. I don't know if you're getting me, Isaiah. So I have I have about 3 or 4. They went to DC, Washington DC, okay? They were given a probationary period of 1 year. They were given a job offer, the process were started, they had their H1B. But in order to get a professional license, you have to write the what do you call it? The Praxis. So they were given ample time. That was a year to learn and get it. And if you fail the Praxis exams, you can retake it. You can even take. I know a person, an American citizen, who I came to replace as an art teacher in my school. Okay, Mr. O. Well, Mr. O, how are you doing? So the senior man I'm talking about right now is even on the line. So he was given a probationary period to write the Praxis to replace it. So that is not that difficult. Don't be scared. What I've come to understand is everything is possible. Just be a believer, okay? Just be optimistic about anything that you do. Switching from J1 is not that difficult. You need a waiver. If you get a waiver, any school district that is willing to sponsor you with an H1B can do it for you easily. I've learned that from my seniors, Mr. O. So don't be scared, Isaiah, right? Do not be scared. Mr. O, so do you have anything that you can tell us about securing a teaching license so that you can come in directly with H1B? Do you have any information on it? Should I send you a link, Mr. O? Should I? They said I should bring you on, Mr. O. Mr. O, I'm going to send you a link right now. Please tell us something about securing a teaching license. What is your view on that? I've had about 3 followers who have come in directly with H1B, and they were holding teaching license from Maryland, others from North Carolina also. So, what is your take on that? I'm going to send you a link, Mr. O. The viewers want you to utter 1 or 2 words. So I'm going to send you a direct link right now. I'm going to send you a direct link right now. I hope you have the time. Okay. Let me send you a link. Okay. I'm inviting Mr. O for just a minute. Let me see. Okay. Copy. Okay. Good. Okay. I'm sending from my Ghana WhatsApp number. So, okay, good. So I'm waiting for my senior most mentor, my senior most mentor to utter. Okay, I'm enjoying Liverpool game. So Mr. O will join very soon. So even before he joins, as I was saying, if you think you can come in directly with a J1, an H1B, please do that. Mr. O is shopping money in DC. All right, so it is not difficult, Isaiah. Don't be worried about if possibly you enter. I would say that the most important thing is for you to enter into the country. All right, if you get in here, there are easier ways of switching to a different kind of visa. Easier ways, okay? And what I'll advise anybody on any day is not to come in illegally or stay in illegally. Don't come with a visiting visa and overstay your 6 months. Even if you are given 10 years of visa duration, don't overstay, okay? It is not the best thing. You are intellectual. You are an intellectual, so no need for you to be wandering about in the country and doing nothing. Okay. All right. So, some other questions as we wait for Mr. O to join in. Okay. So, what's the difference? I've already answered that. I just joined, boss. They are having their interview this coming week. Okay, good. Isaiah, have you received any PI? Faith, I have not. Still expectant. All the best. So a few minutes. Okay, yes, he's going to join in very soon. I've sent him the link, so Mr. O will definitely join in. He will definitely join in very soon. I just sent him the link. All right. So even before he comes, let's still talk about the H1B. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me see. He said he's just joined. Good. Boss. Me too, Nkapa, boss. Just spare us just 5 minutes. All right, so
No problem.
what we are talking about right now is even before that. So this is Mr. O, and I call him my senior most mentor. So in 2022, I saw his videos. He had stationed in North Carolina, and I watched his videos whenever I was working. 2 hours, 1 hour. I wasn't afraid of buying data, so I listened to him all the time, and I came through this place through his videos. Okay, so he's going to tell us what he knows about acquiring for yourself a teaching certificate even before you land in the country, the benefits of that, and the complexities that he has heard about or heard of. All right, so Mr. O, so kindly tell us what.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Good morning to you. Thank you for the good work you are doing. And I try to also watch you every Saturday.
Oh,
Most of the
good.
Saturdays I don't do videos, so I try my best. But maybe in the evening we'll do a discussion
Mm-hmm.
on the platform. So
Oh, good.
I will also invite you.
Good, good, oh, good, 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 good.
Yeah. So basically, what you are talking about, I think you are doing a very wonderful job. Trust me, you are doing a very great job for a lot of people. A lot of people have mentioned your channel that they got. And I say yes, it's a good place to get a lot of information. So basically, you've explained everything: the advantages, disadvantages of both visa types. Then also, if you transition, they give you time to write the Praxis exam, which is the licensure exam. For those in Ghana, in other parts of Africa, I think they have established this license exam for teachers now. In the US, it is mandatory, but when you are hired, you are given time to get it, and you can write it as many times you want until you pass before you are given the full-time professional license. So you are telling them the right thing. On the H1, some districts will require you to have it before they give you. In fact, by law, you are supposed to have a teaching license, a valid teaching license, before you will be given the H1. It is not the school district that requires it, it is the state, the US government that requires it. It's a part of it's part of the H1 conditions. But they always give us provisional licenses, which will help you to go through the application process. Then you have time to actually get a real professional license by yourself. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, how difficult is the Praxis? Is it that easy? Are they, as Guardians will say, are they ways and means? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Basically, there are no ways and means. And the Praxis, it depends on your subject area. Some are very difficult, some are not. For my math, like I'm a math teacher, so for my area, we have two different types. Whether you have no three, whether you are in the elementary level or middle school or high school. The high school math is a little bit difficult.
Okay.
In fact, I will not say difficult. It's not about uh, the differentiate that, solve that. They'll give you questions that they have solved and they will ask you to analyze it as a teacher.
Wow.
So, and there are about 66 questions in all, and you must get at least more than half of it
Wow.
to be able to pass. The pass mark for most of the state is 159. Okay, so if you're able to score out of 66, you're able to score at least 50, 55, you should pass through. Anything less than that, you may not.
Yeah, I quite remember
Yes.
I tried studying for one and I used study.com, and for
Mm-hmm.
our subject area you're supposed to I think write two. One is the content
Okay.
area and the other one is about the teaching
The
methodologies, and
pedagogy.
yeah.
Exactly.
And it has a lot of history, a
Mm.
lot. I went through art school in Ghana, and some of the history that they wanted us to learn is a bit different. So you have to grasp all these dates. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. And is it possible for someone to write it outside the US?
Yes, it's possible. You can either take it at home or you can go to an exam center to take it. And I always take it at home because it's convenient for me. But there are conditions attached to it. You need to check your laptop.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to the ETS website, put the specifications, and they'll do a laptop test whether your laptop is even fit. Because they will install a secure browser where you cannot even
Yeah.
move out to go Google or anything. So you are within the secure browser for 3 hours while you are writing it. So it depends. It depends on you. There was a teacher who was coming to Baltimore last year. They made her write the practice.
Wow.
in Ghana before coming. Yes, she took it in there is an institution in Accra. So she was in Cape Coast. She has to register and go there and take the exam there before coming. Yeah.
So it's definitely possible to write it in Ghana. Those who are asking, so
Yes.
in Nigeria we can't actually tell you where you're going to write it, but as you said, they have these virtual or proctored exams. So proctored means there's going to be an invigilator on the other end. And the funny thing is, when the exam is about to start, they let you pan your laptop camera throughout the room to see
Yes.
to see that there is no pause hidden somewhere.
Yes. In my last attempt that I did recently, the guy got me so pissed off because he wants to see everything, even the doors. Even if you are sitting behind a door, they want to know where that door leads to.
Wow.
Because they are thinking somebody could creep from there and come and look on the screen and teach you or something. I mean, it's a whole lot. So it's inconveniencing to actually take it at home, even though it's convenient in a way, but it depends on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, guys. So you said you wanted to hear a word or two from him. He has definitely spilled a lot over here. So let us leave him and thank him a lot for the time spent.
Oh, I'm good.
So please just send me a DM about the time for the discussion, and I'll be glad to join in.
No problem.
All
No
right.
problem.
So,
I just want to say you are doing a great job. You're doing a wonderful job.
boss,
And those who are
boss.
listening to you should take things serious. I'm telling you, because a lot is changing in the landscape in terms of all these new government disrupting a lot of things.
Yeah.
So people must be aware and they must pay attention. Some of the agencies are also charging a lot of fees now.
Yeah, you were
If you
saying
don't
that.
have the money, just relax. If you think you can pay, go ahead. If they give you interviews, make sure you are ready, you prepare. Make sure you have good internet connectivity because there's a lot of people applying now. So they are using all means, all tactics to eliminate and reduce the numbers. So I just want to add to whatever you are saying. All the agencies, they are still recruiting, but some of them have even reduced talent, EPI, faces. They've reduced the number of teachers they are taking this year.
Wow.
Because they are not sure of the visa, whether the visas will be granted or not.
Especially from Ghana.
Especially from Ghana. So there's a lot changing on the landscape. They are trying to scrap off the education department, and those things will also affect whether we'll be able to come or not. Because once the districts are not getting funding, it will affect us.
Do
Because
you
most of the
remember?
programs we come on, yeah.
Do you remember we had a conversation just like this Saturday, something like this Saturday some time ago, and I said, do you anticipate some time to come that there's going to be a cutoff in the intake? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And it is now coming. So since
it's now coming, yeah.
Very soon, very soon. So guys,
it is
don't play
right now. So those who delayed, those that we told to do their things and they never did, those that we encouraged and they never paid attention, they don't. I'll do it next year. Well, even school visas are being reduced.
Yeah.
A lot of universities in the US are losing funding. Their fundings have been cut off. So it is not going to be that easy. For the next 4 years, things are not going to be very smooth. So the little opportunity you have, take advantage of it and do the best that you can do. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, senior. So let us leave. Are you supporting Liverpool or the opponent?
Oh no, Liverpool is my team. It's been my team.
You never walk alone.
I was a kid. I never walk alone.
All right. So
all
right. Thank you so much. All right. Bye bye. All right, guys. So I can't remember. I shared a video with Mr. O some time ago, and I was telling them that there's going to be a point in time that there's going to be a cut off, okay, from the intake, and it is here. I wasn't a prophet. I always tell you that I'm very optimistic about this program, okay? But this time, if you've been reading the news from US, Trump has decided to collapse Department of Education from the federal institution catalog. Okay, so they are not going to send funding to the states to bring in other teachers. So definitely they are going to reduce the intake. So this is the time, direct hiring. I've been saying this. The sponsors are taking have decided to cut off the intake right now, because even in Ghana they were struggling to get visa date, and at this point lots of people have been sacked from USCIS, and the embassies are going to receive a lot of redundancy. Okay, so put in lots of applications. Let it be like you get up every morning, you apply like 5 schools. So in a split in a day of 5, you can have about 25 applications made. 10 days, 50 applications. 20 days, you keep on multiplying. Okay, so let us not stay loose. Let's put in a lot of effort, and surely I know, just as Bimbo and some other people. Oh, okay, so I have people on TikTok. Let me answer their questions right now. Wow. Good evening, brother. When at all will my time come? All right, and let me see. Okay, I need to answer some questions from the TikTokers. The next okay, this is not true. Your spouse cannot work if you are not on a J1, but your kids can go to school. Chumwa, what are you referring to? You said this is not true. Your spouse cannot work if you are not on J1. I don't get you. I already said if you have an H1B visa, your spouse cannot work. The H1B dependent visa is H4. So definitely this is an old story that there hasn't been any update on it. The wife or the spouse of any H1B holder cannot work. If your children is under the age of 21, they also cannot work. I'm in the same apartment with a Jamaican. So the father is on H1B from our district, okay? So the wife is not working. And that guy whom I always play tennis with, at this point, he's 19 years. He's even looking for jobs to do. But immediately you go there, you'll be asked of your EAD, your employment authorization document. And if you cannot provide that, they are not going to give you any job. So that is it. So kids of H1B holders cannot work. That is a thing that you can get from the internet. Okay, for J1, your wife can work, your kids can work, anybody around you can be, provided they are also under the age of 21 years. That's all. If they are above the 21 years, it means they also have to go for their own visa sponsorship or their own visa category. All right, so that's it. The next, please, can I get galamsey opportunity in the US? And how to apply. Okay, so L, I don't know if this is your first time joining in. We share lots of procedures on how to apply to this program. Okay, so you just have to have a 4-year bachelor's degree in education. If it is accounting, you should have education attached to it. If it's in P, education attached, art, education attached. And you need something we call the credential evaluation. Okay, credential evaluation is just a US body. Okay, they should be accredited by NASIS. NASIS is National Association of Credential Evaluation Services, and what they do is they have a body. Okay, they have a body that they have accredited or empowered those conglomerates or the companies to weigh the certificate of any foreign students or foreign teacher and compare it to that of the US standards. So they, if you had, let's say, a first class in the US, they want to see that it's equal to a first class in Ghana. So that is the meaning of credential evaluation. And if you are asking about the price for credential evaluation, it starts from $150 upwards. So upwards will be in the range from, let's say, highest could be in the range of 350 or 370. So this is the range. All right, so you need that. You need 3 recommendation letters. I mean professional recommendation letters, not the ones from your university, your lecturer, and that, not that one. You need professional, so principal, assistant principal, HOD, and colleagues. So these are the sorry, recommendation letters that you need. And some of the agencies may request you for your driving license. It is not mandatory for almost all of them, but if you have it, it's a plus for you. Okay, So these are the few things. Credential evaluation, you can easily get it. If you have $150, you can get it from Spantran. If you have your bachelor's degree, so that is it. And the key thing is you should have a subject area that is in demand in the US. So if you are teaching, let's say, Twi, Ghanaian language, you are teaching Dagomba, which is a Ghanaian language in Ghana. I'm sorry, there is no school district that is going to employ you for that. So I have videos I made on subject areas that are in demand. You can just watch it on YouTube. So I've shown you how to verify if your area is in demand, or you can just drop it in the. Okay, so someone is saying I did diploma in basic education for 3 years, and I taught a top up for degree. So at the moment, the problem we are facing is those with elementary education qualification. All right, I'm talking about basic education. The job was there, but I don't know if the citizens are scrambling for it, or I don't know what's happening. Even if you apply to some of the agencies, it's very hard for you to get the chance. But people are still coming with that, so let's keep on applying as elementary teachers. Okay. All right. So for elementary teachers, make sure in your CV you highlight that you can teach math, you can teach social studies and English, the STEM subjects. Okay, that will also spice up your resume or your CV. That's what we call it in Ghana. So that is it. So you need these things that I mentioned. If you are confused, just go to my YouTube channel. There are videos all over my channel. I also have a Telegram page where people like Isaiah and Benjamin, a whole lot of people have experience in all these proceedings, so they can guide you. Even if they are busy, you can just DM me. If I'm in class, I'm able to send a text, one or two. All right, I have a bachelor's in education in mathematics. Good. Maths is highly in demand, highly in demand. But at this point, if you apply to the J1 sponsors, I'm sorry, they are already full. So focus on direct hiring. I've shown you how to do direct hiring a number of times over there, so you can do that. The next one is saying that who's Kofi Texas? Hey, chairman. All right, so another colleague teacher whom I was with in Antwerp Senior High School, he just came online. So Kofi also, when we were back on campus at Antwerp, I had not traveled before. I had not even my. Did I have a passport? Yes, I had. So when I heard about the cultural exchange program, when I started watching Mr. O, and I decided to set up a YouTube channel and just give out the information. Meanwhile, I had no traveling experience. I had no experience, even with a job offer. So I started doing it. And when I go to school, my colleagues were just laughing at me. I'm a connection. I'm going to do people. That's why I'm doing that YouTube thing and all that. And Kofi later found me that I had a job offer. I had my visa, and when I moved in, he also saw that it was real. So he became very serious about it. So that is it. Where can I get those videos you taught on how to apply to the schools and direct employment? All right, SmartWorks, please go to my YouTube channel. Or every Saturday we talk about the direct hiring. So let me show you this video right quick. So I'm going to copy a link and paste it in the comment section on TikTok. SmartWorks. Kindly go there and watch that video. Okay, let me see. If you are still new on YouTube and you want to watch that video, I'm going to drop a link. It will take you there directly so that you can watch it. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is it. So this video was very, very packed. Okay. So I'm going to drop it in the comment section. SmartWorks, this is for you. Just copy it and put in a browser and go straight to the video. It's 1 hour and we spilled a lot of information in there. So just go there. All right, guys, let the questions come in. Okay, I have some. Okay, so all right. So Mr. O said Praxis is the best sure way. Sure. Invite me. Okay. All right. Mr. O, who yes. Can Praxis be written? Yes, we already answered that. Thank you for bringing Mr. O. Good. Good job to you both. Uh, Mr. O, your voice is too low. Okay. Isaac Dazi. Good afternoon, please. Which school is available? Because I applied for Dallas School, but when I contacted you, you said the application is closed. When was that? Dallas? Uh, Miss, focus your attention on Mississippi. There are school districts in Mississippi that you can apply to. I showed you how to use School Spring. Let me go over it again. So you go to school. Let me share my screen. Sorry, guys. Mhm. Okay, good. It's working now. So with School Spring, so School Spring has a lot of teaching listings or job listings. So you just have to type your subject area. Let's say I always use math. Let's say you teach physics. Physics. All right. I'm not going to put in any zip code or state. Just use search, and it shows you physics is not a highly in demand subject. So look at that. It has very few listings. So one is in Ohio high school, and this is in Ohio as well, Waynesville. So you can apply to that. The only complexity is entering a social security number. So sometimes we engineer some random SSN for the application. You can use series of 9, series of 1. If that is not working, just make some numbers. It will take you through the process. And when you are through the process, when you get to the US, they'll give you your actual license, your actual social security number. So this is one. What I advise is you can apply for this job over here. Sometimes it will take you to the school's website, or sometimes it will let you apply on School Spring. So let's see if I can apply directly here. Okay, so they are on Apply Track. Okay, so they are in Dayton. When I click apply, it will take me to the portal. I click on start. Let's say this, and these are the questions that they'll ask you. The only problem that you may face at the initial stage is the social security number, and I've told you to randomize some numbers over there, and it will take you through. Let me see if let's say Yao Abre. I'm just going to put in some numbers. Let me see if I can get my email is public, so I'll just do that. Okay. Okay. So if you want to DM me, you can use this as well. I'll put the same thing there. And for the security number, social security number, they have a format. It's 3 digits first, hyphen 2 digits, hyphen 4 digits. So let's say 11111. But you cannot use numbers that start with zeros, numbers that start with 6 or 9. So let's say 11111 hyphen 1111. Sometimes it may work. Look at that. So it's currently in use. So many people have reused this for a number of times. So what you can do is you can use 121. That's 3 digits. 1, 2. It may be someone's social security number for all you know, but you just use it to go through the system and apply. And 1111. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's also currently in use. So I'm going to use 1212. 212. Let's see. Okay, it's also currently in use. So just try and randomize some numbers. This is a complex thing. One thing that you can do is go and search for the HR's email address. If you ask him, do they recruit from outside the US and give out sponsorship as well? If he answers yes, then you can go ahead with the application. Don't just waste time. So go through. I'm going to list out the procedure. Go to School Spring. You get the results from the search that you made. Copy the school into a browser. Go and search for the HR's email address or the info section. Send them an email. Inquire if they recruit from outside the US and also give out sponsorship. If they say yes, go ahead, start applying to them. Okay, if you are stuck with any process, because they recruit from outside, they can give you direction, especially in Georgia. Schools in Georgia can get you a temporary SSN number. Okay, what you can do is you can go to my, is it my GAPSC? Okay, good guys, let's do this. Do you know you can get a temporary social security number from Georgia certification board? Let me show you this. Okay. So if you need a temporary social security number for any application, I know it is a valid to be used in Georgia, but I really presume that you can use it in any other state as well. So you go to temporary SSN from my GASPC. Okay, is it GSPC? Let me see. Okay, so these people can just send you I apply for this. So what you need is this document right here. I believe you're all seeing my screen. Okay, so it's from Georgia Professional Standard Commission. All right, so they help you to acquire the Georgian teaching certificate. They will give you the temporary one. So applying for certification in Georgia is a bit easier. So just go to their website. They will tell you to fill their application. Because you don't have SSN number, you can't continue. All right, so what you're going to do is they will give you this form. You fill it out, you sign, and you send it back to this body right here, Georgia Professional Standard Commission, and they will give you a temporary social security number. Yes, and use it to apply for your teaching license. So if you want a license, go and try Georgia. Guys, let me get you the website. This is the website. What's wrong with your website today? I think there is something wrong with your website. Let me delete this one. Okay, so this is the website. It is mypsc.gapsc.org. All right, so you need to create an account with them. So first you go to register. I'm just trying to finish with the application for the person I'm working on, and I'll just make a complete video in how to get a teaching license, a temporary teaching license from them. All right, so you just go to register, you put your account there. Guys, just follow through. It is not difficult. You can figure it out even before I bring out the video. Okay, they'll help you get a teaching license, and you can apply for jobs in Georgia. All right, so do that, and let's see what comes out from it. So you register. Okay, I'm going to go through with my account. So this is the page. This is how it looks like. Okay, and I think I wanted to apply for a teaching certification from them some time ago. So it's when you go to their website, this is the main landing page. So you can just type in GAPS. I'm copying to the comment section. Where is it? Where is the comment section? Oh, guys, sorry, I'm dropping in TikTok. Just go to that website and see if you can apply for a Georgian certification. They'll even help you to get a temporary SSN for your application. So do that. I just copied and pasted it in. Let me drop one over here. Okay. So this is the link. If you want a Georgian certification, go there. They can even help you get a temporary SSN so that you can use to apply to number of jobs in other states. So it's GAPSC. GAPSC. I'm trying to make a whole video so that I can guide you through the process Charlie, the time not there. For this afternoon, self, I'll go do one or two things after this video. So if I had time, I could do the video in how to apply to them. But it is not that difficult. It's English. You read, understand, apply. Read, understand, apply. So if you're having any challenges with it, just send me a DM. I'll just do my best to assist. Okay. So do that. And any other questions from TikTok and YouTube? If there is none, I think our 1 hour will be up very soon, and you sign off. Okay. All right, guys. So that is it. Okay, Isaiah. Sometimes some of you can get into. Okay, I think there are some new questions. All right. Uh, Once I see a school district post vacancy for my subject, I send them email to inquire if they sponsor visa and onboard international teachers before applying to them. They mostly reply to the mail. All right, so Isaiah is confirming what I just said. So what Isaiah just mentioned is, listen, let me bring in my full screen. Bimbo, what Bimbo called me, I think in is it December 2023, all right? And we finished speaking about direct hiring. When he went to Simply Hired and School Spring, he realized that there were openings for 2024 and 2025. Meanwhile, 2024 and 2025 had elapsed. The duration for it, the school year had, I think it was in the middle of the school year. So she was thinking it is almost gone. But I told her that the school district that couldn't get their position filled, so they are still looking for people. And the moment she applied to one of these schools in North Carolina, that was a breakthrough. So as I said, email them, email the HRs. Any information, even if there is any email address on their website, just ask them, okay? And you may be lucky. All right. I did that for Virginia Beach County Public Schools, Kent Hill School, etc. Some said they do, some say they don't. Okay, good. All right. Charleston County Public Schools in South Carolina has lots of vacancy. Let people apply for them. Isaiah, God bless you. So Isaiah just mentioned Charleston County Public Schools. And Isaiah, do they offer sponsorship? Have you asked them yet? I wish I had the time to, phone them all the time and ask so that it become much easier and I provide the information. So let me open. He said Charleston County. Let me see. So Charleston, Isaiah is saying that Charleston has lots of openings. Let's go to Charleston website. Charleston. Isaiah is really working. I like that. Charleston County. Charleston is a nice place, guys. If you come to South Carolina, try and go and look at the place. Very nice place. County School District. Okay, good. So let's see their careers available. All right, I'm going to share my screen. All right. So I'm going straight to. Okay, they use AppleTrack. Good. So Isaiah confirmed that Charleston County Public Schools sponsor Visa and they use AppleTrack. So AppleTrack is just an application portal, okay? And most schools in the US use that. So if you fill one school that use AppleTrack, it can provide all your inputs whenever you are applying to subsequent schools. So it becomes very easier to apply. So it's between Power School, which is School Spring, and AppleTrack. So these are the two application portals that you can use. And I was going to share a screen of how okay, so guys, this is the Charleston school district. It's ccsdschools.com. I'm going to place the link in the comment section. Take a ride on their website. Let me drop it here. Okay, so this is the link. If you're on TikTok, click on the link or copy into your browser. All right, and Facebookers, those those on YouTube, you can just so this is the link. All right. All right. So Nana Amankra is also saying that when it comes to SSN, you can input, guys. This is very good. 8DD or DDDD hyphen. Okay, I'm going to copy this. So let's try this right now, guys. I love this platform. Okay, good, good, good. So Mr. O is also pointing out this very good information. So what you can do is, when any school tells you that they have job offer for you, okay, but they don't have sponsorship, what you can do is, if you are on ready to be hired by IAG, Green Heart, any of the sponsors, tell them that you've gotten a principal who is ready to give you job offer, but they are requesting for sponsorship. Now you connect these two entities, okay, and they will communicate and they'll give you a sponsorship. I just remembered a teacher who was with me in Antwerp, who came before me, okay. He's in Florida right now. So he was in TPG, actually dropped him, all right, and he was able to secure a job offer from the assurance of job offer from one principal in Florida, and he connected these two companies, and right now he's here. So that is a very good note, Mr. O. Thank you so much, Charlie. Mr. O, the experience. So I've had an appointment with GEC. What should I have earned an appointment with GEC. What should I do currently? Albert, do you mean a job offer? Just clarify. And what was I going to show to you guys? Okay. So we are talking about Charleston. All right. So this is the employee portal, or let me see the jobs. You go to jobs, you click on it, and this is where you can find all the jobs. All right. So I'm going to look for certified teaching position. So they have early childhood, 3 openings. They have um, elementary school opening. Look at that. Let me click on it. So all these are elementary school positions. So art teacher 2, dance teacher, early childhood. So this is one of. So all these are openings. They uploaded this on the 20th of February. All right, February. So you can go there as well. They have opening for special ed, SPED. Okay, and so if you are on ready to hire for IAG or any of the sponsors, just get the assurance from the principal, okay, from this school district, and let them know that you are working with a sponsor. This is all about communication. You are working with a sponsor who is ready to sponsor you with the J1 visa, and for all you know, you can connect these two institutions and you can get yourself a sponsorship. All right, so that is one thing that you can do. All right, so that is Charleston for you. There are lots of jobs. We saw that, just as Isaiah said. All right. Okay, Mr. Wu is saying something. I don't want to miss that. So let me read from the top here. All right. Isaiah, sometimes some of you can get the job offer and contact them. Okay, good. Thank you so much, sir. Mr. O, thank you for the powerful update. And Isaiah, the information are plenty. Mr. O told me this some time ago. I forgot to tell you guys. So if you are on ready to hire by any of the sponsors, okay, any of the sponsors, let me bring out full screen. Any of the sponsors, you can do that. You can connect these two institutions and they can sponsor you. So we can do that. There's a very good information that we had today. So the next person is, yeah, I have earned an appointment with GEC. What should I do currently? So Albert, please break it further. MrO.com, SSN format, AAAGGGSSSS. The A stands for the geographical area. Wow. The GG is a group, and SSS is just a serial number. Boss. All right, so guys, we've spent almost 1 hour into the meet. It's getting very, very interesting. So today, the key things that we've learned is: one, the J1 sponsors are flooded. Two, direct hiring is the next ish. Three, in order to bypass the SSN, these are the key things that I'm taking home. In order to bypass the SSN, some people were able to suggest some string of keys or characters to put in to bypass it. And five, we just realized that if you are ready to hire by any of the agencies, what you can do is go and search for direct hiring schools. Okay, look for the schools, ask them if they can give you a job offer. You can connect them with a sponsor and they will sponsor you. So this is the is it five take homes. One, J1. Charlie, this live session has been very insightful. All right. I tell you, suppose you've missed a lot today. Mr. O came in and gave us a lot of inspiration. So guys, that is it. If there's any question, you can come out and ask before the next 3 minutes. Yes, I'll be logging off very soon. So I'll be joining Mr. O this evening as well. He'll be having some discussions, and this is the first time I'm going to my mentor's page to do some discussion. All right. So many people are giving some suggestions. Someone also said DDDMMMYYY can. Okay, let me share my screen. The way people are researching it, I like that. Okay, so let's say what was I applying to? Where is it? Okay, I'm going to apply to any of these jobs. Okay, teacher pool. Okay, so is there any art position? Okay, all vacancies. CTE is for career technology education. Okay, let's say I'm applying for this job, early childhood. I click on apply. I click on start. Okay, wait, I was applying to this. So guys, I'm going to try it here. Let me paste what I copied. Let's see what happens. Social security should, okay, I think she was saying, let me see, D. Oh, too bad. Is it Alberta or Albert? It couldn't go through. It said social security number should be in XXX. Okay, so we could not go through. All right, but you can try and randomize numbers, and it will take you through simply. I've been trying to apply, but now not getting any response. I don't know if it is because of my teaching license. Osman, what is your subject area? What is your subject area? Nana Amankra, okay. So are you talking about date of birth? All right. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use anybody's date of birth. Let me see, where's the page, guys? We are trying again. Nana Amankra said we should try again. So this is what he meant. So yeah, let's say January. So 10th January. That is not my date of birth. So we need 3 digits for the first strings and 0. Let's say April 4. Okay. This is 7. This is 5 and 9. So 0 for Nana Mangra. It may not work because we need to have 3 numbers or 3 digits before the first hyphen. So come again, please. Okay, I'm gonna put, let's say, 2000 there. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's say I was born in year 2000. This may be someone's as I said, guys, for all you know, it may be someone. So we just need a code to bypass this stage and apply. All right, so that is a way you can add any number to your date of birth. So you group it 3-2 digits hyphen 4 digits. So it's 3 digits hyphen 2 digits hyphen 4 digits. That's what you can do and bypass that stage. All right. So God bless you all for joining. All right, now I'm came again. He said 82708. Oh, okay, good. I got you now. So okay, so people are coming out with very good hacks. Someone said 808032025. Good. So if you are stuck with the SSN, that is a way that you can bypass it. And that is so, guys. The major keynote for today is apply to the schools, ask them if they are willing to give you a job offer, and if you are on the ready to be hired or approved stage for any of the agencies, communicate with them that you have school districts that are willing to give you job offer, and let's see what happens. I have a friend who go through the same route. I teach ESL, English as a second language. I was the one who contacted you from Wisconsin. Okay, good. Senior, there are openings for ESL, but you have to, search for a while. Please do that. Asman, please do that. Because you are already in the US, so you have a little bit of advantage. So keep on searching. There's hope. All right, guys, God bless you so much. Next week, you're going to be here. The time is going to change tomorrow around 1 a.m. Okay, so it's going to affect my time of coming, but yours is going to be the same. It's 4 o'clock in Ghana, 5 o'clock in Nigeria, 7 o'clock in Kenya. I don't know where else the time zone is going to be. So, God bless you and see you next week. Bye.